Hello and welcome to Vegan Cafe 21. Today we are making vegan and gluten-free chocolate brownies. So let's get started. To make our brownies, we are using half a cup of buckwheat flour. This is hulled buckwheat flour. It's very easily available online. A quarter cup of blanched almond flour. A quarter cup of arrowroot flour. 1 cup of cocoa powder. This is unsweetened cocoa powder. A cup and a half of vegan semi-sweet chocolate chips. 1 cup of tightly packed brown sugar. Half a cup, maybe a tablespoon shy of half a cup of regular sugar. In this bowl, I have 4 tablespoons of flaxseed powder. Here we have 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You can add a little quarter spoon more if you prefer. Half a teaspoon of pink salt. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I have already started preheating my oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And here I have greased a 9x9 baking tin and then lined it with parchment paper and then greased the parchment paper with coconut oil as well. Before we start anything, I'm going to soak our flaxseed powder in 1 cup of water. Essentially, it's 4 tablespoons of water for every tablespoon of flaxseed powder. Let it hang out on the side while we put together the rest of our ingredients. Now take a large enough bowl to assemble all of our ingredients. To it, I'm going to add 1 stick of butter. This is 8 tablespoons or 4 ounces by weight. If you were to use a cup, this is half a cup. I'm going to place it in the microwave and melt it. If you have room temperature butter, you can work with that as well. All right, so our butter is ready. This is vegan butter. I have not tried this recipe with coconut oil, but I am sure it'll work just as well. To this butter, we are going to add our sugars and whisk them thoroughly. After about a minute of whisking, this is the color. To it, I'm going to add our vanilla extract and give it another whisk. Nice and fluffy. Now we begin adding all of our flours and cocoa powder to this mix. Also add in our baking powder and salt. To this, we are also going to bring in our soaked flaxseed powder. At some point, we are going to need to switch to a spatula because we are going to fold in our chocolate chips eventually. Now we add our unsweetened cocoa powder. Now I'm going to switch to the spatula and mix it in. Everything is nicely incorporated. Now we will add and fold in our chocolate chips. I'm going to reserve just a few to put up on top. Now if you want to add walnuts, you can also add chopped walnuts to this mix at this point. Nice thick batter. Okay, now we transfer this into our greased baking tin. smooth it out. Now I want my brownies to be thicker, so I'm using a 9x9 baking tin. If you want thinner brownies, you can use a little larger tin as well. Now we just put some chocolate chips on top. You can use your spatula to push them in. Now we move this to our preheated oven and let it bake for 40 to 45 minutes. Our brownie is out of the oven. It took me 45 minutes, but baking times do vary from oven to oven, so use your judgment. It may take you 5 minutes more or less. Now we are going to let it rest in this baking tin for about 20-25 minutes till it cools down a little bit, and then we are going to slice it and serve. It has been about 25 minutes, so I'm going to remove it from this pan. I'm going to cut 9 pieces out of this. Ooey gooey, oh so good. Let me lift up a piece and show you how it turned out. Do you see this moist, ooey gooey goodness? We are now ready to serve it slightly warm. Check this out. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please do give it a try. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you again soon with more vegan favorites.